Hey everybody, welcome back. Hopefully you can all hear me and stuff. I'm inside one of the hog barns right now. We got an LB White Guardian heater that's not working. It's got the LED light down here. It's just given a code for a sail switch problem. Here's the list of all the codes that come on the front of the panel there. So the sail switch is these two blue wires that go to the controller. There's a wiring diagram over here that tells you everything. I'm just gonna ohm it out. These sail switches get stuck open quite a bit. So I just gotta need one of those pliers. Just carefully pull these off. You can turn the power off if you want so that you don't short anything out. But I'm not going to. So it's going to start up and turn off when I do this just because it's sensing something new and getting mad, but probably should turn the power off. But that's not going to happen. So I'm just putting it in the ohms scale. I got my meter down here. Try to do this one-handed and then I'll see if I can get a picture of the meter while I'm doing this. There we go. So it's ranging it right now. Come on. It's hard to get a good connection with one arm here, but you can see there is continuity through it. It's just trying to find a good range because I'm not getting a good connection. But right now that should be reading open loop, and it's not. Let me see if I can get a little better connection here. Push you guys out of the way for a moment. Come on, settle down. Alright, there we go. So it's got 1.2 ohms, about an ohm. And right now it should be open. So, sail switch is stuck, basically. So I got some new ones here. I will put one of those in to change it out. Let me grab my light. There are 2 1/4-inch screws there. Take that little cover off and that'll pull the sail switch out. Your sail switch lives right there. It's just a fan sensor. So I'll pull that out, get that changed over, and then I'll show you how it's supposed to be open loop. Alright, I got the new sail switch just sitting right here. Just want to show you how, before I put it in, it is supposed to be an open loop one. It's not meant to be closed like it was. So I got both leads touching the terminals and open loop, and I'll push it down if I can with one hand, and so it's hard to do one-handed here, but let's do it this way. I really probably should have grabbed my tripod, but I didn't. So I got it closed right now, and you got about half an ohm, whatever, with it closed. So that's just kind of the proof that the other one was bad. And I will put that in. I got this part out right now. One thing, to get the sail switch off of this, there are 2 little 1/4-inch bolts or nuts on the back here. I already got the one out, you can see, in this other one here. So you take those out. Just take the sail switch out, take the wires off, and then put your new one in. The bolts, there's holes in it, just put them through and put it all back together. Alright, so I just went and unplugged it and plugged it back in, get it to restart. I got the sail switch put back in, it's over there, covers back on it and all that. It's just going through like a purge cycle here, and it's tests, so it should start up. and be good to go, hopefully. I don't know. I think it does like a 30-second purge cycle, and then should start on this round as long as there's no other problems. Guess we'll find out. Still not happy about something. See, now we got a long flash. So what's that say? Oh, one long flash. We got the one long flash there. Heater's in a 15-minute wait period. So for some reason it is not lighting. So, alright, we're gonna have to do a little bit more digging here. See what's going on. So I'll probably just try to restart it once here and see if it goes then. Otherwise we'll have to start looking at the ignition switch or something like of that nature. Alright, we got problem number 2. We're over on the other side now where the igniter is. And you can see when the fan's kicking in now, that igniter should be turning orange, kind of glowing, but it's not. So we have a second problem. So I guess I will look into this too. Here are the wires coming for that. What we'll do is probably going to try start again, but we'll let it try. And then we'll take the connector apart here and test, see if that igniter is bad. I mean, you could take the cover off and just look at it. Usually they'll crack if they're bad, and you'll be able to see they're plain broken. So let's see. I can't do this one-handed. There we go. Alright, so that just kind of pops apart. There's not really any tabs. And then it's the same procedure as the other side where you just ohm test it. See if it's open. See, there's 2 pins in there. I'm just going to stick. See if I can get my meter up here. You guys can see it. Alright, this isn't a very good camera video, I guess. But trying to do this freehand, one-handed, and do it quick here too. Alright, let me get these in, then I'll try to move the camera. So, alright, see I got the leads touching those pins, and it's open. So, that means my igniter is probably bad too. So, I guess we will get that changed out, or hopefully I got another one in the shop. I suppose I can let me quick grab that nut driver, just a 1/4" screw, and I'll see if that is broken. Show you guys that. On camera. And just a 1/4" screw and everything falls down. So it doesn't look broken. Yeah, usually they will just break if they're bad. So usually there'll be a big busted chunk out of them. So let me just double check with it out of the heater that it is open here. Just to make sure I'm doing this right. Yep. So it is open. So, still need a new igniter, I guess. Unfortunately. So, something in here must have went. Got a cattywampus and went bad. So I will go see if I got a new igniter, I guess. Alright, I got I'm testing that new igniter. I'll show that in a second. It's reading about 64.5 ohms. So this one's good. So you got the leads connected in there, just the pins. I mean, they're basically just a universal igniter for all these heaters and furnaces, stuff like that. And same with the sail switches, they're all pretty universal. So let's pop this in and then try it again, see what happens. I know these guys are pretty touchy for. Let's see if we can get that started with one hand. Come on. There we are. Come on, get started in there. Hard to do this and hold the camera. Hold the phone here steady. There, okay. That started, we can put the little cover back over now. There's that, and tighten it all down. We'll have to straighten it out here. This is not easy to do one-handed. I should have really grabbed the tripod, but I didn't. It's an easy job with two hands, but we'll get there. That's tightened down, and then just take your ends. You can't mess it up because one's kind of got a arrow point to it, and the other side's a square end. So come on. Let's push them back together, and we will pull the electrical plug here and plug it back in. Hey, I just realized that my video got cut off. I don't know, I must have hit the button when I was moving stuff around. So I'm going to plug this back in and show you that hot surface igniter actually turning on and working, so that people can actually see it. So we're back. It's doing this purge thing right now where it just blows for a few seconds. There you see it, the hot surface igniter turn orange, so it's working just fine. And in a second here it will start up. And here it goes. Should light the burner. Yep, there it goes. Yeah, I was just looking back and realized that I must have hit the button when I was walking back over here to look at it. Cut me off. So those, they're hot surface igniters. I mean, they go bad quite a bit. Just heating up, cooling down. I mean, they break, they're brittle. Pretty cheap to replace both this and that sail switch. Like I said, they're fairly universal parts. You can order them. I'll try to put links for them down in the description if I can find them on Amazon or something. Pretty straightforward. I mean, these heaters are overall pretty resilient. I mean, you can see they're covered in dirt and stuff, and they work for the most part. You're not going to keep them perfectly clean. It's impossible in a livestock barn like this. And I mean, they're used year round. So yeah, that's pretty much all we got for today. So I just wanted to show that sail switch, how to test that and stuff, and then we got this igniter problem in there too, so a little bonus footage, I guess. So thanks for tuning in, watching. If you like these videos, please comment on them, subscribe to my channel, all that stuff. If there's any questions or anything else you want to see, just let me know. Throw it down in the comments. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll catch you next time.